What's up, y'all? It's time. In this video today, we're going to be going over reacting to Carlo ranking the best shooting guards in NBA 2K25 My Team on a tier list. Now, shout out to Carlo. I don't necessarily always agree with his tier list. To be honest with you, most of the time I don't agree with his tier list, but it's what we're doing today. We're going to be reacting to him ranking some of the best shooting guards in the game. And again, shout out to Carlo for making these videos, making these possible to react to. They're not always the best tier list, but they are fun for me to react to. So that's what we're doing. I've got my coffee ready. I'm going to need a lot of coffee during this tier list probably.
It's your boy Warlow back with another tier
I already
list
need a sip of
video,
coffee,
and I know I give the best tier lists in the class, but I don't know. Lately, a lot of people's tier list has been on high drugs. Okay, I would go over what I've seen those tier lists, but it revealed kind of how I feel about certain players where they should be listed. But man, I've been watching multiple tier list videos. And
Okay, Carlo. Newsflash: if multiple other tier lists are right, then maybe you are the same. Then maybe you're the one that's wrong.
Man, woo. It been on a furnace, basically. It been burning. It been burning really hard. Burning really hard. But we're gonna get into ranking this, so hit that like, and we're gonna get into this. Grant Hill up first. I'm rating Grant Hill in D tier. I don't know what y'all see about this card.
He's not great though.
He doesn't move.
I agree. I think D tier is gassing it, but I don't necessarily love Grant Hill. I just, compared to some of the other opal shooting guards in the game, I just simply don't love Grant Hill.
I feel like when people talk about Grant Hill and I see him in A or B tier, I'm just like, then why the freak is J.R. Smith not almost A tier? And
okay, J.R. Smith is what, 6'6"? Not nearly as good defensively as Grant Hill. What are we talking about? You're comparing apples to steak. What are we talking about?
I'm not saying J.R. Smith's a good card. It's just Grant Hill sucks. Y'all gas that man Grant Hill.
He is good defensively.
So much.
He's good defensively.
Like, I don't know why. He's not good. He's literally has a shot that's completely broke. Can't even rhythm shoot. X button's hard to shoot with. Grant Hill's not good in this game. I'm sorry to break it to you. He is not good in this game.
Bernard King's elite.
S tier is Bernard King.
Good job, Carlo.
Bernard King in
Good
S
job,
tier.
Carlo, because he is elite. He is elite.
Easy release. Probably your second best shooting guard in the overall game. He is a just
behind Dr. J, right?
Really good.
Right.
And I feel like you have to rank him in at S tier. Frank Wagner up next, and people can be mad. Bring him in C tier. I think this card is good overall. I just don't think Frank Wagner is really that.
Why are you calling him Frank? That's not his name. Like, his name is not Frank. Where do you get Franz confused with Frank? Like, what are we doing here? Genuinely, what are we doing? Franz Wagner is extremely good. The more I get used to him on the Nobody Spent Squad series, the more I really like the card. He's 6'10", can sometimes shoot over people. Defensively is good. Movement-wise is good. I don't understand how people don't necessarily like Franz. Now, again, his release is kind of weird when you first start with him, but he's a beast.
Like, Frank is that good, or France, or whatever it is. But it's like, I don't think he's that great in my team overall. I feel like for certain people, you're going to be good with, but for most of y'all going to suck. I be playing a lot of y'all in TTO.
I like how Carlo's like y'all. Like Carlo's just far superior.
My team. A lot of y'all miss every single open shot, but green them.
Yo, I can't. He talking about y'all miss opens. Carlo, never mind, bro.
Stupidest shot. Y'all aren't even good with the car. So overall, for most people, I'm rating him at C tier. I don't think he's better than C overall.
Oh my
and same with Clyde Drexler. I don't know why he's gassed up either. He's not good. I used Clyde Drexler on multiple times. And man, I saw the Ty Depot's tier list as an example. I mean, I even read JC's.
Wait, Carlo, how do you, what did you see?
Tier list, and dear Lord, that thing was even, I forgot what he had, but oh God, I mean, that thing, I think I saw Jeff Green in B tier on that list, but
Jeff Green is extremely good. What are you talking about?
But, like on the same tier as Rodman. It was crazy. But
Jeff Green is better than Dennis Rodman. It's not even close. I don't know, like if
Clyde Drexler is not good. Like, I don't know.
Can you give me some explanation, please?
The reason why he's 200K. The card is not good. His shot should be greening a lot more. It's very inconsistent. His movement's not great. I feel like Clyde Drexler.
I honestly don't love Clyde, but he is a Galaxy Opal. His stats are really solid, and his release is good, too.
I would exchange him for bad.
I do think Franz is just as good.
It's almost. I don't even feel like if he was unsellable, he would not.
I'm so excited to see who you got at B tier, though.
On a good team. I don't think he's that great in my team overall, and I don't think Clyde makes the cut. And I almost want to say Clyde is in D tier, because I don't think he's even on the level of Frank, honestly. Yeah, I'm moving him to D tier. I don't think Clyde.
Stop calling him Frank,
I don't
please.
think he's even on Franz level.
Clyde's good though.
That is upsetting.
Show me who you got.
Like
Show me your A and B tier.
Maybe he can play point guard, but I feel like he's mediocre. Kevin Martin up next. I think I put Kevin Martin at F tier. The card is like he's not a crazy
Kevin
defender.
Martin is
Jump
gross.
shots, not all that.
Kevin
he's
Martin
not
is
that
gross.
great in my team overall, so I think Kevin Martin is at F tier.
That's right.
Ruby Bio. I'm gonna wait on Ruby Bio and Diamond because I have a couple diamonds here, but I don't know how I'm gonna rank them yet.
Ruby Bio?
You know, most of y'all want to see the good cards, but I will rank the Ruby Diamond cards later in a bit. I just want to see how I make my tier list. Michael Jordan S tier, and I don't know why the hate is about Michael Jordan. I feel like a lot of people, they just like to hate on Michael Jordan because they don't got the million MT and funds to really like. They don't got the million MT and funds to bet on Michael.
Like, yeah, Carlo, because some of us don't like spending money on packs this year. You know, some people actually, never mind. I don't even got time for it. But yeah, I don't like spending coins on Michael Jordan. You're right. And when I can get a Pink Diamond Dr. J or Pink Diamond Paul George that are souped up with, 20 plus Hall of Fame badges, Michael Jordan is never needed on this game, ever.
Jordan, like I could honestly hit a bid for Michael Jordan easily.
Oh, wow, nice job, awesome. What do you want, a cookie? You spend money on the game, like nice.
See, y'all don't got the funds. Like Michael Jordan is good in this game, and he's elite. So honestly, Michael Jordan is an S tier card.
He's fine, but I don't think he needs to be gassed. He's A tier.
Easy shot, good layup package. Don't listen to anyone hating on Michael Jordan. He is top tier in my team, and he's really good. I feel like a lot of y'all just gotta get used to his jumper, but it's very easy once you get used to it. And Jordan is very good in this game overall, and I might end up getting Jordan really soon. I like Michael Jordan in this game a lot. Klay Thompson up next.
That just made me mad. I mean, I'm just mad now. Like, yeah, let's sit here and gas a card that's 1.1 million coins that isn't even better than Pink Diamond Dr. J. Like, it doesn't even add up to me why that card is getting gassed.
You gotta put Klay Thompson. I probably put his Opal card in B.
Clay's okay.
Like Klay Thompson.
Okay, putting him in B tier is crazy. They're like, how are you putting Klay above Clyde or Franz? How? Give me an explanation, please. Franz release is way quicker. Franz is way taller.
That much.
Like what?
But he has I don't like his driving dunk at all. Like I feel like the Pink Diamond Klay, you're ranking D tier overall. I think at this point he has dropped the F.
The same tier as Clyde.
Yeah,
like what are we doing?
D tier. Well, I don't even know. It might change Klay. Klay
What
has
are we
a good
doing?
jumper, good defense. He got better defense this time around, but he still can't slash.
He's only 6'6". How is he above Clyde?
Him at this point. Like, what are we doing at this stage in the game? You know, what are we doing at this stage in the game when you can't even do that? So I'm gonna go B tier, but I just feel like that is a letdown.
Clay's
overall.
fine. Honestly, I don't hate Klay, but
Thompson. And yeah, I just feel like that's a little bit of a letdown. Andrew Wiggins up next, F tier. Andrew Wiggins isn't a good diamond card.
So are we just going to have 9 million people at F tier? Is that the way Carlo does tier lists? You know, like if they're not a million coins, they're just going to be automatically F tier?
Sorry to break it to you.
What?
He's just not playing.
Because if you got Pink Diamond Klay at F tier.
I haven't seen discussed much. I honestly rather have James Jones. I rank him C tier.
You are horrible. You are the problem, Carlo. And I get it. James Jones shoots the ball well. But if you want to argue MJ's S tier and, oh, well, just because you can't afford him doesn't mean he's bad. You have James Jones above Grant Hill and Clyde Drexler. I mean, I genuinely don't think...
I don't mind James Jones. Badge him up. Give him a good jumper. I don't think James Jones is a bad card in this game. Overall.
I actually don't hate James Jones for a free card. I want to make that clear. But... the fact that you're putting him above Grant Hill and Clyde is ridiculous.
No, he comes lacked up with defense, but honestly, for salary cap especially, I think
now
James Jones
now we're using salary cap as an excuse. Yeah, Carlo, go ahead, play with MJ in salary cap. See what happens. Like, what are we talking about? Now we're bringing up salary cap?
For you. I don't know why no one's using. I know he lacks the badges, but badge him up. He has a really easy jumper and a really easy movement. Like, he's nice. I don't mind the card.
I need another drink of coffee.
Overall, do not mind the card. Jerry Stackhouse, probably put him in B tier. If I gotta put Klay in B tier, I'm probably.
Now, you're ranking Jerry Stackhouse above Grant Hill. I genuinely am like losing brain cells. Like, this doesn't even make sense. Let me just look something up for the sake of this video, because I think it's important. So if you look up Grant Hill, and I'm doing this on my phone so I don't have to exit out here, and you look up Jerry Stackhouse, I'm just doing this for the sake of this video because I think it's important to talk about here. It's how are you ranking Jerry Stackhouse higher? Okay, here's the statistics. Grant Hill is 6'8", Jerry Stackhouse is 6'6". Grant Hill's got 30 base badges, 10 on Hall of Fame. Jerry Stackhouse only comes with 25 Hall of Famers. Grant Hill is statistically better in legitimately like every category, if not the same. Especially defensively. Grant Hill blows him out of the water. It's not even close. You want to talk about his animations? Well, guess what? Both of them have the Jared Vanderbilt base. Like, what are we talking about? They both have the same jumper. Jerry Stackhouse is a worse Grant Hill.
Stackhouse in B tier. My overall pink diamond list, I think I'm at C tier.
You're like, this is making me so irritated. You cannot tell me Jerry Stackhouse is better than Grant Hill. You can't. It's not even close.
But I think for this list, B tier makes more sense than the shooting guard tier list overall. I like Stackhouse. Now, do I think he's as crazy? I mean, we have to see how this goes, but I think Stackhouse.
This has got to be the worst explanation of a card I've ever seen. Literally a worse Grant Hill is what Jerry Stackhouse is. And you're going, ew, with Grant Hill. And oh my gosh, I like Jerry Stackhouse. Like, it doesn't make sense at all. This is why people don't respect your tier list, Carlo, because it doesn't math. The math ain't mathin'.
Comes in at B tier. If I have Klay in B tier, I think you gotta have Stackhouse in B tier. Gordon Hayward up next. I think he's C tier. I think Gordon Hayward hits his shot, does his thing, but
Gordon Hayward's fine. Gordon Hayward's better than Jerry Stackhouse, but I'm gonna be honest, I think Clyde's better and Grant Hill's better.
Like, overall, plays defense, but like other than that, he's just not that great.
You just said plays defense. Like, that's literally not even close to the best part about Gordon Hayward.
Team overall, so. Yeah, I just don't think he's that great. T-Mac up next. I think you put T-Mac in D tier. I think he's on the same level.
T-Mac
is...
Like, look at him smile. He knows that Clyde and Grant Hill are better than T-Mac. But T-Mac's still not that bad. He could still be ran.
Is just broken. Like,
it's shoot broken
square. At this stage in the game. And it's like, at least he can slash at the paint. But he's
6'8".
just not it anymore. And he's just not making the cut anymore. He's an alright card, but he's pretty meh. Wesley Matthews up next. I'm probably gonna put him in B. I like Wesley Matthews more than Stackhouse.
This tier list is legitimately dog water. I mean, genuinely. Like, Wesley Matthews is fine, but he's got a total of like 16 badges. He does not compare to Grant Hill. It's not even close. He does not compare to Clyde. It's not even close.
Overall, I'm gonna put him in the same tier list though. I think Stackhouse is better than Franz and James Jones, but I think Wesley Matthews probably will be.
Stackhouse is better than Franz.
In the B+. I really do like Wesley Matthews a lot as a shooting guard overall. But it's just he lacks in a couple things with the playmaking, finishing. But his jump shot is absolute fire. He has an elite defense. I like the card a lot. I do like Wesley Matthews in this game a lot. And I do think he's quite solid in my team. Next, we got Caron Butler. I think Caron Butler's B tier overall. I think he has a good...
Just horrible. Every card from here is now ruined. Because he's throwing these cards above Franz, Grant Hill, Clyde.
Good jumper, easy to time. And I really do like Caron Butler in this game. Great card overall. And yeah, I think he is solid. Kawhi Leonard up next. I think I go A tier for Kawhi Leonard. I like Kawhi.
Kawhi's good.
But like, y'all honestly gas
I think Kawhi's better than MJ. I don't care.
I think he's a really good.
I think he's better than MJ.
He's just like the pink diamond. I feel like if you run at shooting guard, he's A to S tier. But it's like, I don't think Kawhi Leonard is much different from his pink diamond card. I think they are the same
such
card,
good defense.
literally. The same exact card. They feel the exact same. They're both annoying as heck to play against. But I feel like they're both just the same card. I'm sorry to break it to you. If you got that Opal Kawhi and you did not run that shooting guard, I feel like you wasted your points. You could have got badge. You could have got another hidden gem or that. Packs, like premium packs. I feel like Kawhi Leonard is the same as his Opal.
I hope y'all got badge packs, because that was a lot of empty. I
believe that is the case, and overall, I think that's the case. Jimmy Butler up next. I gotta go A tier with Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy's fine. Y'all see his Phoenix Suns shoes he wore? The purple and, what were they? Purple and yellow shoes.
I like his defense overall. I don't think he's on a Bernard King or a Michael Jordan level, but I think Jimmy Butler's really good tendency-wise. I do like Jimmy Butler in this game quite a bit.
Probably right.
And I think he's solid in my team overall. Next up, we got Paul George. I gotta rank Paul George in S tier. Paul George is a phenomenal
You finally did something, Carlo. Let's go, man. I've been waiting to be positive about something on this tier list. Finally. Let's go.
He has to be an S tier. Like, he is still plays to his level, really.
Better than
I'm just
MJ.
gonna rank. I'm only gonna rank the S tier in chronological order from the greatest.
He's better
release.
than MJ.
That is it for y'all. So yeah, so y'all can have a little understanding of this. I'll rank it probably like that. But so I probably put it like this. So yeah, that's how that's what we'll do.
Paul George better than MJ. I don't care. I don't care. He's better than MJ.
Michael Finley, F tier. I didn't even rank the card. I didn't even make a video.
You could get him for free.
Hyping him. I'm sorry. I'm not hyping up like trash can Michael Finley. I'm sorry.
It is free.
Not happening. You're not gonna see making a video about trash can Michael Finley. He sucks. He's garbage. He's trash.
He can play,
doo-doo. He's mud. He's garbage. Everything. The cards.
He kind of reminds me of you, Carlo. Garbage. Huh. Funny.
Sucks. Like, don't grind for him. Waste of your time. Now, Dort, I probably put him in C tier. I've seen people use Dort and Dort.
I mean, Dort is great. But if you're asking me, would I rather run Lu Dort or Grant Hill or Clyde Drexler?
Dort's all right. He can guard his own, do his thing, hit his jumper. But I mean,
come on, man.
Other than that, Jimmy Butler up next. His other card, probably rank this in B tier.
Pink Diamond Jimmy over Franz. Like, give me a break.
I think he is.
Give me a break.
You gotta rank
and you have Grant Hill and
overall.
Clyde in D tier. Give me a break.
Give me a break. My team overall. I think he's a good card.
Give me a break.
But if I have to say B tier, Dr. J up next. I mean, it's Dr. J. You gotta rank him in S tier. Overall, one of your
Carlo, hey, for the Dr. J and PG, I like he's actually, you know, doing those guys good. Like he's hitting those guys right. I mean, Dr. J is better than Michael Jordan, and he ranked him to so good
shooting
job.
Guards in all of my team.
Carlo.
Really good card, and you're gonna have to rank him in that S tier.
Good job, Carlo.
Next, we got George Gervin up next. But we're ranking Ruby Bio. I think I'm ranking Ruby Bio B tier. I don't care. I really like Ruby Bio. I think Ruby Bio is an elite Ruby card, and I think he's really good in my team overall. One of my favorite Rubies in the whole game, especially Sally Cat. He can even run a showdown if you wanted to. He is such a good Ruby card overall.
Above Franz Wagner. So, like, are we ranking by tiers? Are we ranking by value? What are we ranking by? Like, oh, well, he's good in salary cap. Well, that's nice. That's fine. But rank these cards by how good they are, please. I'm begging.
Buddy Hill, I see this card so much F tier. I don't know what y'all see in Buddy Hill,
Buddy is
but
gross.
he ain't good. Okay, I'm sorry to break it to you, but he ain't good. Vince Carter up next. I think Vince Carter, he gets disrespected. I
don't disrespect Vince. I like Vince.
Another guy in there that was ridiculous with Vince Carter. It was just point out. It was just straight.
Who did?
He had like another guy in there, Carter. He gets disrespected. I was watching JC got him in like.
JC.
He had like another guy in there that was ridiculous with Vince Carter. It was just point out. It was just straight disrespectful. Like,
I think Vince is extremely.
It was disrespectful.
I think
Vince Carter's an A tier. Like, I feel like Vince Carter is top 10 level. We just can't keep disrespecting Vince Carter like that.
I agree.
Like, Vince Carter is a dog in this game. He has Pro 2. He does.
To be honest, though, guys, Carlo's ranking the S tier and A tier decently well. Decent, like with S tier and A tier, it's decent. But you gotta ignore the rest of the list.
You want from Vince Carter? He is an elite card in my team, and I just don't get the hate on Vince Carter. I don't really get the hate. Jaylen Brown up next. Probably F. I just don't think Jaylen Brown's release is good enough.
I don't love Jaylen Brown. F tier is bizarre, but
it's too slow.
I don't like Jaylen Brown.
Overall, I just think the jump shot is way too slow. Richard Jefferson up next. Probably ranking him in a D tier. His release is just a little too slow. Janky, not it. Not
RJ's not great.
I just think you gotta rank him in that D tier. Next up, we got Dark Matter, Dr. J, and obviously we'll just rank him right there. He's the same tier as the other Dr. J. We're not gonna have to.
Dark Matter, Dr. J is only slightly better than Pink Diamond, Dr. J. I want you guys to know and realize that.
Into it, but yeah, overall, George Gervin. I watched Ty's gameplay of him. I've seen him. I watched a lot of gameplay footage of him, and I think he has to go in C tier.
I'm telling you right now, Gervin is not anything special. I got him, but he's nothing special.
I think he's on that level of Gordon Hayward, Lu Dort, James Jones. I feel like he's on that level overall. Like, it's crazy. If James Jones had a good, better SIGs and badges, he'd probably be way up. But, you know, I think you gotta put him in that C tier range for George Gervin. I want to say D, but I feel like it's all right at C tier. Dominique Wilkins up next. I actually didn't mind Dominique's release when I used his Pink Diamond a little bit longer. Not gonna lie, I didn't mind
We're ranking
it.
Hidden Gem Dominic. I have no idea what this card gets into at all.
I think Dominic is probably in the B tier range. I didn't mind using Dominic. I didn't think he was a bad card. So overall, I think he's all right. He's just not crazily good. But
yeah, let's have Clyde and Grant Hill at D tier. That makes a lot of sense.
Next up, we got Chris Mullin. He's garbage. Stop gassing trash up. He sucks. Like, dude sucks since he came out 5 months ago. And why
Mullin was good when he came out.
Sucks. Joe Johnson up next. Probably in D tier. Joe Johnson has.
But let's rank Bilal Coulibaly at B tier. That makes sense.
It's all right, but I mean,
that makes a ton of sense.
It ain't nothing. Like I put him in C tier. Because I think I'd rather have Joe Johnson over Clyde. Anybody in D tier. I'm just being honest. I'd rather have any of them in D tier. So
y'all see that laughing emoji up there? That's how I feel about this tier list.
I think that is fine overall. So I'm ranking them right there. John Havlicek is a beast. I like this.
What? Bro, does he think it's 2K21 when Hondo had that speed glitch in the best release in the game? Stop it.
It's tough. I'm gonna rank
Hondo
him
is
tier.
Stop it.
I can't. I'm ranking him at A tier. I like John. It's tough. I'm ranking him at A tier. I like John Havlicek a lot, and I'm gonna rank is Money Mitch there too. Where's Money Mitch at? I think I forgot him. Let me go add him to the tier list real quick. Okay, we fixed it, and I'm adding Mitch Richmond to the tier list, and I'm ranking Mitch Richmond in S tier. I don't care. I think Mitch Richmond is so good in this game.
I mean, I've never used him.
Jay's base, like Mitch Richmond is.
I've never used him, so I can't even comment on it.
That card is elite. I don't care. I think he's one of your best shooting guards in all of my team. Call me crazy. I had really good success with this card. I think he's really, really good at 6'5". One of my favorite 6'5" guards in the game. I like that card quite a lot. Kelly Tripucka. Blah blah. I'm not even gonna say his name. I think it's A tier. I think he is. It's tough because like, do I think he's on the level of Vince Carter? I might gotta move Vince Carter up a tier. It's like I'm ranking Kelly in A.
I mean, Kelly at A tier makes zero sense.
I don't care. We'll just have to.
That makes no
A
sense.
tier.
That's horrible.
I like Kelly a lot in this game. The pink diamond card.
That is the worst. That is the worst ranking you have done so far, Carlo.
Probably rank Kyle Korver in at A tier. I low-key think Korver is one of your best pink diamond shooting guards.
Now look, I will say this. If you stink at the game, Kyle Korver is basically your Devin Booker of shooting guards. I mean, he's training wheels, but A tier is bizarre.
In the whole game, I really do love Kyle Korver in this game so much. Even more than Kelly. I like Kelly a lot.
Okay, stop gassing Kelly, please.
I think Kyle Korver is
absolutely
elite in my team.
Why are we gassing that card?
I think he is really good in my team. So overall, I'm going A tier for Kyle Korver.
Why are we gassing Kelly?
I love Kyle Korver in this game, and I think he's absolutely elite in my team. Michael Jordan, probably D tier. His release is on the slower end. It's just, no very quick is all right.
Michael Jordan, F tier.
Right, but I feel
How are you putting him above Jaylen Brown? Like, it just does not add up.
The added boost on his other card that makes him so much better. DeMar DeRozan up next.
Ew, I do not like DeRozan.
I feel like as over time, his release getting slower. He's still got a good right leaner. I still have nothing against Anthony. I have nothing against him overall. So we're going to rank him. Then we're going to rank Anthony Edwards. And we're going to scroll down. Anthony
Ant is not
Edwards.
good. Ant is not good.
I'm telling you right now. I don't even dislike Anthony Edwards like that. I like Anthony Edwards.
He's not very good.
And I think he's a good card at 6'4". I just feel like his height at this point is hurting him. But I feel like if you had extra badges on him, he has a really good slash at the rim. He has an alright release. I don't mind Anthony Edwards in that C tier. So, yeah, I like him. So I'm ranking him in that C tier. Eddie Jones up next.
Eddie Jones can play.
A tier. I think Eddie Jones is so good.
He can play.
Like, if I had it my way, I might just have to do her to give.
Yo. This tier list is the most bizarre thing I've seen.
If I had it my way, I think Kyle Korver, I don't want to have so many S.
This is bizarre. I mean, genuinely, Kyle Korver over all these Galaxy Opals, that it just does not make sense. Kyle Korver S tier, Grant Hill and Clyde D tier.
S and Eddie Jones, but
oh my gosh, what are you doing?
Realistic. I don't want to make so many.
What are you doing?
Really. So I'm gonna keep it like that because Korver, Eddie Jones,
it does not make any sense.
Level. They're both terrific in my team. I feel like everybody in S tier can play. I feel like they're all elite. So, yeah, we're going to rank it up. Next we got is Ray Allen. I did not like Ray Allen. I rank him in D tier.
Ray Allen is not good.
I don't think he's any worse than Grant Hill, but I just don't think Ray Allen's that good.
Stop slandering Grant Hill!
Don't think he's good, really. Jim Jackson's
good.
I think Jim Jackson is pretty
Jim Jackson is
solid
good.
in my team. Actually, I recommend probably go B.
Jim Jackson's good. I'm telling you, he's good.
He's probably more on the level of Wesley Matthews, Klay Thompson, but I don't think he's on the level of John Havlicek, Mitch, Vince. I don't think he's better than those guys. But up next, we got on the tier list, we got Wally. I don't like him. Release is slow at this point. Danny Green is all right at this stage in the game. Probably go C tier for Danny Green. I think he's a good
Look, if you still got Danny Green for free, he can still play. I want you to know that. He can still play, though.
He is all right just defensively. He's a little overrated, but he can get the job done. Dale Ellis, F tier. I would have been harder on this card last time I tier list, but I went through his stuff a little bit more than usual. And oh man, his jumper's cooked now. His jumper's awful now. I didn't realize how bad it was now yet. It's not it. J.R. Smith, I think in the same tier as Grant Hill. I don't think his release is that great. And he's not that good, really. He's on the same tier.
J.R. Smith is bad. But, like, comparing him to Grant Hill just does not make sense at all. That's what I don't get. Like, you can't compare, the cards.
But I think J.R. Smith's release is better than Grant Hill's.
It might be, but defensively, it's not even close.
I just feel like his SIGs lack. So, overall, I'm ranking him in that C tier. Next up on the list, we got Rip Hamilton, C tier. I feel like he's all right. Gets the job done, hits his open shots, call it a day.
You know, that's C tier. I mean, he's a hidden gem. I have no idea.
I'm ranking him at
F tier. What?
I have to rank F. I don't even dislike Drag. I like Draza's release. I don't even dislike the card. It just why they give him no defense. So that's just
Draza in his F, please.
Tracy McGrady up next.
I wish I had that Opal T-Mac. He's good.
Because, like, his SIGs are not that much different. He still has a mediocre shot.
His defense is better.
If they're not going to change that, I don't think he's on Kawhi, Korver, Eddie Jones. I don't think he'll be on that level.
Kelly Tripucka. Like, what?
So, as long as they keep the SIGs the same, he is not going to run over those players. And he's going to go for 1 million coins. That's the crazy part. Michael Redd, F tier. That release unusable. Jerry Sloan, he has Pro 2 like Eddie Jones. He is a dog. Probably go
Sloan's here, fine, but let's slow
probably
down.
Go deep.
Like, I don't even know if I can react to this. Like, because I have no idea. And this is the crazy part. Like, I have no idea where Carlo is going with any of these cards. Like, it's basically just like, well, I mean, it's random. Like, I have no clue where he's going with any of these cards. It literally is all random at this point. It's like, what are we doing, Carlo? Because nobody knows what we're doing. Nobody. Like, you're literally just ranking them at random places, I feel like. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know. And it makes me mad because it's like I feel like I should be reacting more and doing more. But it's like I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I'm just sitting here because I don't know.
Could say A tier potentially.
Like, I can't get mad at every dude you rank.
Like
I can't.
Card a lot. I just don't know. I feel like he's gonna compare to Jimmy Butler, but I think in B is probably B plus overall. But we have to wait and see when I get to use him more. But over time, but Allen Houston, C tier, average shooting guard, all right, just gonna get the job done. And now I'll just rank the diamonds real quick. Manu Ginobili, I'm probably ranking a D tier at this stage, 6'5".
Manu is not good.
Ain't that solid.
He's
just
bad.
Not gonna cut it. Zachary for salary cap, I'm probably just gonna rank him in C tier.
So is it like I just came to the conclusion that this is a salary cap tier? Like, am I right? Is that what this is?
I like this card in salary cap. He's a very terrific salary cap.
This is a salary cap tier list,
probably
I guess.
Be in D tier at this stage in the game. Also not a bad diamond card. Just because I'm ranking these guys low doesn't mean I think they're bad or anything. It's just I rank them at the end because they're diamonds, but they're not going to compare as good to opals. Like, I think Jason Richardson, I feel like Jason Richardson still can coop.
J-Rich is fine. At the same tier as Franz is crazy.
At C tier with these guys.
That's just crazy.
And Steve Smith is pretty garbage. I'm just not going to lie. That card sucks. But we're going to make sure that we didn't forget nobody on this tier list real quick. I'm going to check. And if it is good, this is my tier list. This is what I'm going with. I'm still divided a little bit on my Kelly one, but I like Kelly, so I don't care. I like the way it is currently on this.
Please, guys. Okay. If this is what Carlo ends up with, please do me one favor. Delete this tier list from your memory. That's going to wrap it up. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I've seen it all from Carlo. But this might be like you know, this might be the worst. Ron Artest is S tier, forgot him. Okay. That's fine. Ron Artest at S tier, I'm not going to argue that. But, like, having Grant Hill at D tier and Kelly Tripucka at A tier. Let that sink in. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.